This video shows the dynamic dashboards control for charting the data from the tables related to performance monitoring. As mentioned in previous post, I grouped them in 13 charts per dashboard. Each dashboard has 4 columns and 4 rows, and 12 charts can be expanded to cover 2 rows and 2 columns, while the one from the center can be expanded to cover all rows and all columns. So the control we use is the one we use for charting in memory tables, but we modify it to allow us choosing the table and to maximize minimize depending on its position on the grid to 2x2 or 4x4. This was needed because sometimes we might want to show different values from different tables in a single window. This is why we have given the opportunity to either display side-by-side info from different tables and chart them in 13 charts, or to chart them in 2 bigger charts and 6 small charts, or 4 bigger charts, or a single bigger chart. You will notice that a vertical line is appearing for data charted and having datetime as x-axis. That vertical line is invalid when chart size is different, but works as expected when the charts spawn over same number of columns or rows. Another difference is that the type of chart was encapsulated in an expander, because otherwise each chart will show those buttons used to choose the chart type, and it will make the entire dashboard look like a Christmas tree. Each of these dynamic dashboards are displaying the data from the table aggregated unless the user drill down the information for that specific instance to the hour. If the chart on top is displaying info for instance DIMS on January 14th, hour 16, then the dynamic dashboards, when we select data, will retrieve the information from our table without aggregating it. For the time being, there is no information about the columns in our tables and the data we chart, but I would like in the future to create some dictionaries and perform some lookups and display a tooltip every time the mouse is over some of the columns we charted. This will give the user more info about the data charted. Next post will try to cover a 4th window, which will display information every time a user clicks a plan handle at the top of the window. I believe that 4th window should display info about the text of that plan handle, its execution plan, if that text had any other plan handles associated with it, and other execution plans, and some aggregated information about that. For the remaining of the video, you will see 2 fixes: changing the strikeout to underscore, and changing the information displayed when the data is charted using pivoting. I thought of leaving in the video the places where I made the modifications, but in the end, I decided to remove those parts. But in words, the text decoration location was changed from strikeout to underscore, and the value for a variable was changed when pivoting is in place to come from a different place. Although not shown, we can change the chart type to different types, but since our data is charted using datetime as x-axis, the line chart is the best in displaying those values, not to mention that for this situation we have that vertical line which can help when we share a picture of these charts with other colleagues.